There was a turning point in 2012 where I was going through a divorce of an 18-year, relationship and marriage. And so I was struggling emotionally and then financially as well. And because I think the economic collapse was very recent, and then the house we were living in, I stayed there paying everything myself, and then there was an equity in the house. We lost equity. Anyway, it was a lot of stuff. And then my dad was getting sicker, my grandmother was getting sicker, and they were getting older. And I was like, my life as I know it here is dissolved. So I'm just going to go back to Mexico and for a sabbatical, maybe a year or two. And I don't know if I'm going to come back. So I didn't have enough money. So I started saving like crazy and selling everything that I had. For a second time, I went to Mexico, and it was with everything. I sold everything. I sold my car, furniture, everything. And I said, okay, I have enough money to survive there for a year. I stayed there for a year, and after 8-9 months, I ran out of money. And I said, okay, I need to work because I really think I need to stay here. I was healing, and I was looking after my health, and I was with family. And I was doing my best, but at the same time, I wasn't totally settled there. But looking at my family, I was like, it's my country, it's my family, maybe that's my place now. It was the 2nd of November, the day that in Mexico we celebrate the Day of the Dead. And our tradition, as probably many know, is that we put altars in our homes in a certain way. So with the photographs of deceased loved ones, so and their favorite food, and one of their favorite food, and we put it is the day of the death, bread, and it's a bread like it's sweet and spongy, and it has some lemon zest, vanilla flavor, and I don't eat gluten or dairy, and so I found near where was my job, I found a pastry shop that it was baking gluten-free, dairy-free, and I was like, oh my God, Disneyland. So I called my mom in the morning and I said, look, I'm going to go there, but I will arrive late because I'm going to meet this person that is going to rent me this apartment. And I think I'm going to give my deposit to it. I think it's a good opportunity. And she said, darling, don't give the deposit just yet. Just come here as soon as you can in the evening, and then we talk. And I was like, okay. I arrived home, and so that evening was very special because my dad was still there, my grandmother, my brother, my mom, my sister wasn't there, but everyone was there, and they were kind of waiting for me in a small, cozy dining room, and everyone was taking their seat, and they were saving mine, and the mantelpiece was set there for us, and I just arrived with the bread, and we had a great time, and they were kind of, making a lot of jokes about me, they were going to eat a weird bread and a weird hot chocolate because they didn't used to that kind of thing. So after all that nice, evening, my mom, I was getting ready to leave, and my mom grabbed me aside outside the dining room. And she said, darling, I don't think you should give the deposit to the apartment. You don't look happy here. And I was like, what? Yeah, you don't look happy. And I think you should go back to Ireland. And I was like, oh my God. That was kind of that moment, it was like, yeah, I only needed her blessing. So I started preparing everything to come back to Ireland. So that moment I realized that I was homesick of Ireland, and I had no idea. So, yeah, very happy to come back here.